King Ray Ray in this bitch. Ah. What up, though? It's your man, King Ray Ray, ruler of the kingdom of Ray, the environment where educated thugs rule, control, dominate. Appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. We got a great topic for today, man, on this Friday afternoon. We won't be in here long, man. Just a quick little show to throw up on this Friday afternoon. And we'll be back on later tonight, man, for the show on the BOA channel, man. The show on the BOA channel will be The Powerful Black Man is Torture to Other Men and an Absolute Turn On for All Women. The Alpha Black Man is torture to all other men and an absolute turn on for all women. Let's talk about that tonight, man. But today we're going to talk about being lazy. The toughest job in the world. Being lazy is the toughest job in the world, man. To be lazy means that you have to see the opportunities right in your face and just say, forget about them. And we're going to talk about that, man. 5:30 a.m. Peace. KG3, what up, bro? Renzel, what up, MC Ren? Smooth Vision, what up, man? Quan, what's happening? Vaughn, I see you, bro. Godfidence, salute. Lou, I see you, bro. Adam Vischer, what's good, my brother? Jay Aries, salute. Devil's Reject, what's good with you, bro? Mr. Beasley, I see you in the building, man. Band Clap, what's good, bro? DeJuan Reese, what up with you, D. Reese? Logan, I see you, man. It's Wave, what up, man? Miguel Chambers in the building. Preezy the Kid is in the building. Warren G, man. This DJB Warren G, what up with you, man? Marvin Elise, man, what's good, man? Marvin Elise. Elise? I said it right the first time, man. Marvin Elise, we'll call it that. Elise. Which one is it, man? Elise or Elise? I forgot, man. Elise. I need this one, brother. You always on time with the truth. No doubt, bro. I appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Twan, what up, man? Let's get it, people, man. Like another minute, 20 seconds to get in here, man. And we're going to go ahead and rock out. Okay. All right, bet. I got you, Marvin. Good. LSA. All right. I thought that was the one, man. Saeed, what's good, man? JC, my brother from the BX. No doubt, Preezy, no doubt. We're going to get the people, man, about 50 more seconds, man. We're going to rock out. Young, what's good, bro? AK-47, what's good, man? They used to be my weapon of choice, man. I pop the trunk, pop out the AK, man, with the banana clip on it, man. Them was the days, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed, man, that I ain't just getting out of prison right now, bro. Because I've done some things, man, where there's niggas just getting out of prison right now, man. So I'm just blessed. God had a bigger plan for me, man. Valdez, what up, bro? Jay Will, I see you, bro. Salute to you. All right, man, we're going to get the people about 15 more seconds. And we're going to go ahead and make it happen, man. King Terry, what's up, bro? Mr. Intellect, I see you, man. Building Self, what's good, man? Timothy Mathis, what's good with you, bro? All right, let's jump off into this thing, man. Being lazy is the toughest job in the world. In all actuality. I ain't making this up. I mean, real talk, being lazy is the toughest job in the world for all intents and purposes. Some people may not believe so, but, and it sounds crazy because, they're a tougher job. You could be in the circus. You could be in the circus, man, scooping up elephant dump. You could be digging ditches. You could be, being lazy is tougher than working on a damn chain gang, man, in the 1950s prison. It's just tougher. And also, settling in life is like never being born. Now, why do I say settling in life is like never being born? Because when you settle, you do a disservice to everyone that's involved with you. You do a disservice to yourself. You do a disservice to your parents. You do a disservice to your guardians. You do a disservice to your godparents. You do a disservice to your siblings. You do a disservice to your grandparents, your entire bloodline. You do a disservice when you settle in life. Because if you can't get nothing else, you can get grind. You can get focus and determination. See, being lazy makes you socially destructive. And how are you socially destructive? Because you never carry your weight. The most destructive people in society are not the murderers. The most destructive people in society are not the crooks. The most destructive people in society are the people who are lazy and settle in life, because you can't rely on them to pull their weight. And let me tell you something. If you can't pull your weight, you're dead weight. And if you're dead weight, it's just like you've never been born. You're just a burden on the world. You're just a burden on the world. Now, there are some people who are born into situations. There are some people who grew up in this situation. There are some people who are delivered into situations. That's understandable. I'm not talking about being delivered into those situations. I'm talking about you, yourself, settling for those situations. Settling for that, woe is me, this is my life, and this is just what it's going to be. That's what I'm talking about. There should be no 40-year-old men still hustling. By hustling, I mean, hustle, street hustling. There should be no 40-year-old dope boys, man. Because if you're just starting at 40, boy, you'd have missed the boat. And if you're still doing it at 40, obviously you ain't good at it. There should be no 40-year-old jackers, man. If you still jacking at 40, boy, you ain't good at it. You ain't never got enough money to do nothing with it. And if you've been doing it for all these years, nobody trusts you anyway. So you got to keep moving around, trying to move from city to city, trying to find people to run up on. The reality of the matter is, lazy people are a burden on the rest of us. A huge burden on the rest of us. Another thing about lazy people, man, lazy people live in fear. They live in fear that they cover up. They live in fear that they're not going to be able to eat. They live in fear that they're not going to have nowhere to go. They live in fear of, that they're not going to have nobody to rely on. They live in fear that whatever is going to happen to them, it's going to happen to them. They live in fear of not being able to eat a meal. They live in fear of poverty. Lazy people live in fear of poverty. Even if they're living in poverty, they don't want to be any more impoverished than they are. You know what I'm saying? If they live in a piece of crap with holes in the roof, they don't really care. They'd rather be in a piece of crap with holes in the roof than to be somewhere else without a roof with any holes in it. They don't think forward. Lazy people are not forward thinkers. They think about today and they think about yesterday. They don't give a damn about tomorrow being better than today. They just want today to be better than yesterday. So they're never thinking ahead, trying to prep ahead and trying to get ahead, trying to get in front of their lives. They're always chasing their life from behind. And let me tell you something, life is not your friend. If you're chasing your life from behind, your ass gonna forever be living in a struggling environment. You can't chase life from behind. Life is not a leader. Life is a follower. You jump in front of your life and lead your life to where it want to go. But lazy people don't have the gumption to do that. They don't have the drive, determination, willpower to do any of that. See, you got to think about the psychological aspect of accepting substandard living as the way that your life should be. We're not even talking about having fancy cars or fancy crib or name brand clothes. We ain't talking about none of that. We talking about living a substandard quality of life. where you got to eat like spam every day, or you got to like be eating ramen noodles and peanuts every day, or you got to be eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every day, where you got to take cold baths and showers every day, not because you want to, but because you ain't got no hot water. Where you got to rely on other people for everything. You ain't got no way to get around. You got to rely on other people to take you from A to B. You always need something free from somebody. Now, there are many people who are in that situation and working their ass off to get out of it. We're not talking about those people. You can't control what scenario you're born into, but you can control what you do once you realize you're in a bad environment, in a bad way growing up, and this isn't the way you want to be. You have a substandard quality of life. It's up to you to spend the rest of your life trying to get yourself out of that. The people who settle for that are the ones I'm talking about. The people who settle for it. You know, it's a sad thing, man, how many brothers that are in prison, man, third strike, they ain't never getting out. Threw the book at them. Threw the book at them and closed the library. With them inside. You ain't got any time to read all these books. Because they settled for a substandard quality of life. Let me tell you something. The quality of life, it just isn't the physical quality of your life. Because you could be successful as hell and have a substandard quality and have a substandard mind process or thought process, substandard mind state, substandard maturity level, substandard self-control level. And that can also lead you to the same situation, the same scenarios. Substandard is in all facets of life. You can be rich and have diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease. You still live in a substandard quality of life. It's just not that you just living it in a mansion. When I say substandard quality of life, I'm not talking about material things. I'm talking about quality of life. Think about the quality of life emotionally. If you're in a relationship, man, that's driving you crazy, man, and you're going bald and getting gray and all that, man, because you're stressing out, you're living a substandard quality of life. It doesn't matter if you're in a $5 million mansion while you're doing it. Spiritually, if you know you're morally defunct and then but negative energy follows you around all the time, man, and you have a good month or two or a good 8 months, and then at the end of the year, man, everything fall apart and you find yourself on this roller coaster in life. Let me tell you something. If you're on a roller coaster in life, it's because your decision making isn't steady. It's because your thought process isn't steady. It's because your work ethic isn't steady. It's because your focus, drive, determination is not steady. You're all over the place. You're steady in the boat, and then you start rocking the boat. Every time you rock the boat go backwards, and you're back at the starting line again. You have to understand that that's an aspect of laziness. If you don't continue, if you're trying to get fit and you can't continue all the way through to the end, it ain't because you get frustrated. It ain't because you can't do it. It's because you lazy. Lazy people, listen, man, lazy people can do all of the same easy things we all can do. Lazy kicks in when things start to get tough. That's when lazy takes over. Lazy people get up out the bed every morning just like everybody else. Lazy people go to work. Lazy people just can't keep no job. After a while, it's better to them to sit at home and do nothing and struggle and have to beg people than it is to be out there doing something constructive, trying to build themselves up. So you can't just look at somebody and tell if they're lazy. You got to know that person's life. You ever met somebody, man, in a year's time, and they have about 6 jobs? Nigga has 6 jobs in a year. At the beginning of the year, he ain't got no job. At the end of the year, he ain't got no job. But in the middle of all through the year, the boy had about 6, 7 jobs. Get a check and quit. And some of these people have children, man. I know a cat right now, man. I don't really know him, but I know his people. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm tight with his people, man. And man, they always talking about it, man. Listen, man, that boy got 3 children, man. It seems like every other year, man, he dropping another one. The boy ain't got no car. The boy ain't got no job. The boy ain't got none of that shit going on, man. And these women keep letting him lay up on him. And there's always a woman who will let him come lay up on them and lay up in their crib on them. These women are enablers. Any woman, man, who takes on a grown-ass man who's lazy and don't do nothing, man, don't try to make no way for himself or nothing. If he ain't going to make no way for himself, he damn sure ain't going to make no way for you, shawty. You're an enabler. You're enabling a man to be a boy. You're enabling a man to be a lazy, good-for-nothing scrub. A scrub is not a man that's struggling. A scrub is not a man that's working 2 jobs to make ends meet, man, still ain't got no extra money. That's not a scrub. That's a hard-working man who trying to keep grinding, man. He need a break. That's a man who needs a break. Give him a break, man, and watch how hard he grind. Give him an opportunity to make some real money somewhere, man. Watch how hard he go. That's not a scrub. A scrub is a cat who ain't gotten in and ain't trying to get in there. How in the hell if you ain't gotten in, you ain't trying to get in? I don't understand that. How, as a man, are you not trying to get something if you don't have anything? Makes no sense, man. Jeremy Ledet, appreciate the $10 super chat, bro. Primal Fitness, appreciate the $20 super chat, brother. Appreciate you. I mean, you got some cats, man, that don't do nothing but try to live off people, bro. They don't do nothing to make no money, to make no way, to build no anything. They just live off other people. I call these people the crackheads who are just missing the crack. There are some people who live like fiends, but they don't even do drugs, bro. There's some people that just that lazy, man, with it. And even a fiend, man. The fiend ain't got no money, man. The fiend go do all kind of odd jobs, man. The fiend climb, a fiend to put a roof on the house by himself. In the middle of the summer, man, with a pair of shorts and flip-flops on, man. Nigga be up on the roof, man, putting a whole roof up for $300. But he getting it, though. So even a fiend, a crackhead is better than a damn lazy person. Because one thing about a crackhead, they may be crooks, they may be dirty, they may be funky, but they ain't lazy. I can promise you that. Never met a lazy crackhead in my life. Another thing is this, man. Lazy people are the biggest, like they envy everybody. They envy everybody. See, let me tell you something. We're all content creators on this platform. But there are guys who don't put no time into their content. And they still think it's good. If you don't put no time into your content, it's trash. That's just the reality of it. If you don't put no time into your content, it's trash. When it comes to the music with me, bro, I don't even have to write. I'm so gifted that I don't have to write. But it's meant for me to be in a studio session, man, for 8 hours, man, to do 2 songs. Because everything has to be perfect. Everything has to have that sound. Like there is no mistake in a song that I let go. Some of the joints I let y'all hear last night, man, I got to go and redo some of the verses on them, man. There is no mistake that I let go on a song. I do the same verse over and over and over. I mean, I do the same. The longest I've done a verse, worked on a verse, man, I worked on one verse for 3 hours before. I mean, it was just one part of the verse, just a middle part of the verse, man. I relayed that middle part of the verse for 3 hours. It was probably what was it? It was probably 2 bars. 2 bars of a verse, man. I could not get that sound right. I could not get that sound right. I changed the words a couple of times, but I worked on it for 3 hours. So yeah, it threw me off schedule. I ain't get to finish all the things I wanted to finish during that block of session hours, but I had to get that song right. I can't move on to the next song until the first song is right. But there's some cats, man, and you hear some other cats, man. You can tell when you listen to a cat, let's say a rapper, you can tell when a rapper ain't putting no time into his flow, man. It's garbage. It's always garbage. Just like content, you can tell when somebody ain't putting no time into their content, man. They can put up a lot of content, but it's always trash. It's the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And it's just like everything else in the world, man. These cats envy. See, let me tell you something. If you're an envious person, man, you can't combat envy by attacking other people. You combat envy by stop being so damn lazy. Work, man. Quantity over quality. I mean, quality over quantity. In every aspect of life, quality over quantity. It's better to have 2 9.4s, man, than to have 15 8s. You know, man, we have, that's another thing. I'm glad you said that, Noble. Another thing, man, you got to think about the fear factor of laziness. Fear is the friend of laziness. You're afraid to take a risk. No, you're not afraid to take a risk. You're afraid to you're too lazy to do the thing that's necessary to take that risk. Yes, a risk is a mind-blowing thing to do. You got to take a risk. Like right now, if you think about getting in the stock market, man, now's the time, man. I think it's still down 20% now. I think it's down 20% today. If you want to get in, man, now's the time to get in. It's going to bounce back. We know it. It always bounces back. It bounces back and then it's had this huge high for a while. But we're not talking about this. That's neither here nor there. But you got to stop. The fear is, man, people that are lazy, man, they don't want to go to a job interview. They don't, ain't nobody going to hire me, man. They fear getting rejected. They fear going somewhere and somebody telling them that, I ain't going to do that, man. I ain't going to do that. No, they ain't going to hire me anyway. See, even with the cold approach, when I talk about the cold approach, I ain't talking about the cold approach from a fear perspective. I don't fear rejection from women. I'm above rejection from women. And just the mindset that they have, if you cold approach women, you're going to get some rejection. What I'm telling you is I'm above that type of reproach from women. I'm above rejection. Why would I allow her to reject me? It's about how rejecting me makes her feel. It puts her in a position of power over me. She has sealed my fate with her no. I was just trying to do something and I let a woman be the deciding factor between me doing that or not. But you're too lazy to take the time to build yourself up to the point where you can get attraction confirmation a lot of the time. If you got a cold physique, you're going to get attraction confirmation a lot. I'm telling you, if your physique is raw, you're going to get attraction confirmation all the time. The problem is your physique ain't raw. If you draped up and dripped out, you're going to get attraction confirmation all the time. The problem is you ain't draped up and dripped out. You're just a regular dude. And you're too lazy to make yourself superb. You're too lazy to build yourself into the best version of yourself. So you just settle for who you are. Because you know what? You're slightly above average. Well, average ain't that good. Average is damn near the bottom of the barrel. Like we should consider average the bottom of the barrel. Because you don't want to go to the bottom of the barrel. Anytime you get below average, that's the bottom of the barrel. Matter of fact, that's below the bottom. There's a hole in the bottom of the barrel and below average is there. Below average is below sea level, below ground level, that's below average. What we have to understand is this. Being average is nothing to aspire to. Nigga, you were born at least average. We're all born at least average. Fear and the laziness that comes with that is the reason that men don't continue to build themselves into the best version of themselves. See, most men are too content with being a hater. The majority of men are haters out here, man. You know why we say the majority of men are haters? Because all of us have experienced haters. More of us have experienced haters than we have those who genuinely want to see us succeed. That means that the majority of people are haters. If all of us can say that we've met many more haters, we come across many more haters than we have supporters, then we can always say, and I'm talking about in your personal life, people you actually know, the people around you in your close circle, the people you know by name, by age, by birthday, by the people you really know in your life. The majority of them are going to be haters, man. We know that. I was talking to a young cat today, man, on IG, man, in the DM, man. I mean, he was like, his fear, he has this fear, his fear of failure. That's why he don't approach women, even when they give him attraction confirmation. He said he get attraction confirmation from grown women and young women his age. He's a young cat. Say he get attraction from older women and young women his age. But say even when they give him attraction confirmation, man, he's afraid to approach, man, because it's fear of failure. Let me tell you something, bro. You can't fear failure because failure and success are close twins. Failure and success are Siamese twins. They look the same. They look exactly the same. Failure and success look exactly the same. You know why? Because they're both called give it your best shot. When you look at them, you have to give them a name, but for real, they're just one person. They stuck together. Their real name is give it your best shot. Give it your all. You give it your all, either you're going to fail or succeed, but you're going to do one or the other. At the end of every trek, at the end of every business decision, at the end of every grind, at the end of every movement, there is success or failure. At the end of every political campaign, there's success or failure. At the end of every movie release, every album release, every video I drop, there's success and failure. These things are quantifiable. So if you fear failure, you fear success. You can't fear one without fearing the other one. You can't embrace one without embracing the other. Listen, bro, when you become successful, failure is still right there, hanging out with success. You can still see failure. You're just over here with success, but failure is right there. All it takes is one bad decision, one time for you to stop focusing, one time for you to let the wrong energy around you, man, one time for you to start listening to the wrong people, one time for you to turn your back on the people who help you get there, and then your success immediately becomes failure. So do it big, Noble. Do it big, man. Jump out there. Let me tell you something. If fear of failure stops you from doing something, what's the difference in failing, in trying and failing, and not trying and failing? I mean, if you're looking at failure as a big monster, technically speaking, you've already accepted that failure is there. So you can look at failure and be intimidated by it and say, oh, well, failure, you got me, you big bad boy, man. You still dealing with failure. Or you can go out there and you can go out there and do everything you can to pop your joint off. And if you fail, so what? Try again. Take the lessons you've learned and try again. Most things you do are going to fail the first time. Let me tell you something, brothers, and this is real talk. There are men with more videos than I have, man, with much less support. There are men with fewer videos than I have with much more support. What I am telling you is, as far as I'm concerned, my channel failed for the first year. My channel was a failure for the first year. It took me, listen, bro, I've been on this platform, man. I think I'm about to close in on 2 years. It took me a whole year to get my first 1,000 subscribers. A whole year. It took me the whole year, and I was dropping content regularly. Fire content. It took me a whole year to get my first 1,000 subscribers. Now, I don't have that many subscribers, but after that first year getting 1,000 subscribers, I've gotten about 19,000 over the past year. That ain't a whole lot, but goddamn, boy, that's growth right there. That's growth. So this year, my goal is, man, to get another 30,000. And then next year, my goal is to get another 50,000. And then for me, I don't mind this being a process. I don't mind it being a process. I don't mind it taking 10 years for me to get 2 million subscribers. I don't mind that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it taking 2 years. I'm cool with it taking 10 years for me to get 2 million subs. I don't really care. That represents growth for me, because it took me, if it took me 10 years to get 2 million, it took me a whole year to get 1,000. You did? So you got to think, man, if you do what you have to do, you can't, great words, badass. You can't fail if you try. Because if you try, you're going to make it further than you would have if you hadn't tried. So if there's 10 steps to your movement and you make 8 of them, and then you realize it's not going to work, you're 8 steps closer. Nigga, you were 8 steps behind before. You can't fail if you try. So another thing you got to think about is this, man. If you lazy people are into sabotaging other people, your lazy family members will be the one that throw the biggest monkey wrenches in your plans, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lazy man, let me tell you something, bro. Man, I almost killed somebody in my family one time, man. Boy stole from me, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm around family, man. I'm chilling, man. So, you know, we had some little function, some little gathering, whatever, man. So, you know, I was tired as hell, man. So I told everybody, man, I'm going to go in here in the den, man, and just lay out, man. So I'm in there, man. Now, this family we talking about, man, I'm in there stretched out, man. I took all my money out of my pocket, man. Had a few racks in my pocket, man, and put all my jewelry up on the table, man. And I passed out. Man, some shook me. I don't know, man, the spirit shook me and said, hey, wake up, man. Wake up and look at this. I said, huh? I said, man, wake up and look at this. I got him looked up, man. All my racks was going off the table, man. My jewelry was still there. I mean, but my jewelry was custom. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't flip my jewelry, man, without, somebody was going to say something. Somebody was going to see it. If you flip it to a pawn shop or whatever, you try to sell it on the street, somebody was going to see it. And somebody was going to let me know or let one of my partners know. But anyway, man, let me tell you something, man. My almost killed my people, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Boy, let me tell you something, man. Because it wasn't even the money. It wasn't even the money. It was the principle, man. Here I am in my folk crib. I'm in my people crib, man. You my folk, bro. We in family crib, dog. You my folk. It was the principle behind that, bro. Nah, man, I let that fool keep the money, man. Not that the shit that the way I whooped him, man. He won't be able to do nothing, spend it on medical bills. I let him keep the money because it wasn't the money. I feel like if you want the money that bad, keep it. But here's what you got to do. Here's your job for that money. You want to make that money, you got to take this whooping. Once you take the whooping, keep the money. Because you're going to need it, because you ain't finna be going to work, man, for about a month. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even about the money, man. It was just about the principle. It was the thing, man, that, okay, if this is how you feel, I'm gonna solve two things. I'm gonna let you earn this money, and I'm gonna teach you a valuable lesson. So another thing about this is this, man. You can't be coattail riding. That's another thing lazy people do, man. Lazy people will just hang around and do nothing. In the very moment they see you taking off, man, they'll grab a hold of your damn coattail. I often wonder, man, like, let me tell you something. I don't care which one of my partners would have ever got on. I wasn't finna be no dude, boy. You go ahead and blow up, dog. I'm gonna stay down here on my grind. I see you at the top. I wasn't finna be that nigga. There's some dudes who okay with being the dude boy. You know what I'm saying? You get on, and then you got that dude boy. You send them to the store to get blunt wraps. You send them to the store to get whatever you're going to get. You send them to the liquor store. You send them to get food. You send them to do all this. All kind of things you need done. You send him to do it. It don't matter what it would have ever happened. That wasn't going to be me. That's coattail riding, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, there's just some things I'm not going to do because they represent powerlessness. You understand? Some things represent powerlessness. And if you're a man who embraces powerlessness, then, that says a lot. It says a lot. And this is the thing that lazy people need to understand. And this is why I don't help lazy people. If you lazy, I don't care what you got going on, man. You could be starving. You could be starving to death. I'm not giving you nothing to eat, bro. Because you're lazy. Lazy people should starve. Lazy people should struggle. Lazy people should stink because they ain't got no hot water to wash their butts. Lazy people should have all the things that happen to them. Lazy people should have to beg other people. Because lazy people don't deserve opportunities. I'm not giving nobody lazy no opportunity, man. KG3, appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. I'm not giving no lazy people. No opportunities. It just wasn't going to happen, man. Wasn't going to ever happen. And that's just the bottom line, man. As far as I'm concerned, bro, I don't really have any energy, man, to be a benefit to people, man, that don't want to help them. I help anybody. You know what I'm saying? You want me to help you? Help yourself. Help me help you. Do everything you can. I tell people all the time, man, you do everything you can. Exhaust all possibilities. Think your ass off. Work your ass off. Exhaust all possibilities. Get as close as you can to what you need. And then come talk to me. And if they do that, man, and they exhausted their opportunities, man, and they can run down their opportunities, man, because this is the thing. If you exhaust every opportunity, you're going to automatically be closer than you were when you first came to me. And then if you do that, I got you. But I refuse to help somebody that's lazy, man. I refuse to help somebody that's lazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was doing when I was responding to these cats and they little content, they little jabs and all that. I was helping those lazy jokers, man. I was helping cats who don't want to take the time to research quality content or research quality topics or even dedicate themselves only to what they know and create a channel around that, create content around that. But they want to throw jabs and throw shots all the time. I was helping those lazy jokers, man, by addressing them. That's why I quickly stopped calling names. I ain't stopped calling names because I fear these niggas. I stopped calling names because how does it benefit me to call your name? You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, bro, I have a teeny tiny channel. But as far as what I do, hey man, my name ring bells. As far as what I do, as far as what I present. So it makes no sense for me to be calling somebody's name, man. Those cats are lazy trying to coattail ride, but they don't deserve opportunities. Because you got to do your own best first. Avoid lazy people, man. They'll bring you down, man. They'll bring you down. Cool Rob, that's what it is, bro. GC, I see you in here, my brother. Dead Miles in the building, man. I see the brothers in here, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. Tayon Jackson, man, appreciate $2 super chat. Brother say laziness is a sickness. It is, man. Laziness is a sickness. It's a disease, bro. Real talk. Jay Lees, man, appreciate $3 super chat. Brother say superb is the key. No doubt, bro. Corey Robinson, man, appreciate $2 super chat, bro. Say this talk too real for suckers. No doubt, bro. Hey, you know it is, bro. KG3, man, appreciate $2 super chat, brother. Say your thoughts control everything. Each and everything you could think of, man. Your thoughts control it, man. Well said, bro. Well said. I think I shot you out, Tayon, man. But TJ, man, appreciate the $5 super chat. So, y'all join me here, man, later on, man, on the BOA channel, man. We're gonna do a show tonight, man, about the alpha black man and how other men fear him and all the women want to get near him. You understand? The meanest, leanest, most paid version of a black man is the envy of the world, man. I'm gonna change the title to that. The leanest, meanest, most paid version of a black man is the envy of all the world. Oh man, that's a hell of a title right there, man. The leanest, meanest, most paid version of a black man is the envy of all the world. Hey man, if you got sensitive ears, if you got tender ears, if you're a church boy and you're a 7-day Adventist and you gotta go to church tomorrow morning, bro, you might not want to listen to this one. You might not want to listen to this one, man. This one here, I'm letting y'all know now, this one going straight to Patreon. So if you want to hear it, you got to be near it. Because I'm telling you, brother, if you fear it, you ain't gonna want to hear it. So y'all be looking for that one, man. We're gonna do that one tonight, man. It's Friday, so it's gonna be a little bit later, man. We're gonna do that one. We're gonna do that around about 10:30, man. We'll do it around about 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, man. I'm about to get dressed, man, and make a move, man. About to head out of town, man. I just said this year, man, I'm gonna start rebuilding relationships in my life, man. I'll talk about that, man, on one of the private platforms, man, about some mental issues I had to overcome, man, over the past couple of years, man, with counseling and all that shit, man, and talking to the Most High, man. I'm taking this year, man, to repair relationships, man, that I personally destroyed, that my own efforts destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Or damaged. So, hey, man, I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. We're going to go ahead and slide on out of here. Y'all be in the joint tonight, man. Hey, y'all remember, man, put God first and keep grinding and growing, my brothers. Peace. King Ray Ray in this bitch. Ah. Chuck Diesel.